Hello, my name is Missy Lee, and this is artifact number 1 for Standard 1.1, Criterion 2 of the ITSE standard for setting professional learning goals.
The first goal that I set for myself is that I would design and regularly implement a comprehensive evaluation tool for instructional technology programs at Georgia Cyber Academy. This would aim to help teachers and students assess the effectiveness, the usability, and the impact of these tools in their learning environments.
My second goal was that I would regularly gather feedback from surveys that I created for both teachers and students, and that using these surveys to analyze data on student engagement and learning outcomes to assess the effectiveness of technology integrated instructional programs.
Goal 1, I wanted to do this, or I did this by exploring various digital tools and resources that were appropriate for implementing these experiences, and evaluated their effectiveness in enhanced teaching and learning. And so with this tool that I created, anyone can use at Georgia Cyber Academy. Whenever teachers request an app through our team, we give them this evaluation tool, and then our team also evaluates the application. So on this tool, I just have drop downs to give it a certain score. And then at the end, we tally up the score, and that score tells us if it's a good application for Georgia Cyber or not. Some of the applications that we put through this evaluation are listed here on the right, all the way from Adobe Express to Word Cloud, Podbeam, Google Docs, all of those. Goal number 2, I met this goal by creating a survey that our teachers and students could use. After I created this survey and gave it to the teachers to not only take themselves, but also to introduce to them their students, I analyzed this data, I collected it, I shared it with my team and also our data team. So that we could reflect on the findings, pinpoint areas for improvement, and identify at least 3 key areas where changes could be made. This is artifact number 1, standard 4.2, criterion 13, co-learn with students about a new digital tool. I worked with an American Sign Language teacher at Georgia Cyber Academy to build out a final portfolio assignment for his students. We not only co-learned with each other, coach to teacher, but we also co-learned with the students. They had a lot of input on what technology we used for their final portfolio. This portfolio, but within the portfolio, we wanted them to interview by way of podcast a deaf person in our community. And so this is that first day we talked about Podbeam. It was a very new product application for not only the American Sign Language teacher, but also for myself and most of the students. So you can see here, we implemented it on the first day. We showed them this Podbeam that was created by a family. It's called the Homestead Education, and it gave the history of American Sign Language. So it introduced them to Podbeam. It allowed them to see how someone else used it, but then it also gave them ideas for using it themselves. This was the culminating activity, that portfolio on the right, but then also these are the questions that the students helped the American Sign Language teacher and I come up with. Some of the challenges, of course, were downloading the application. Sometimes it crashed. It wasn't as user-friendly as we would like for it to have been, but the students were able to create podcasts. Some opportunities, though, it provided a platform that the students could explore. They could listen to different podcasts, and also they could use it themselves to create their own podcast. The students could download episodes that they were interested in. They could listen offline so that they wouldn't have to worry about their internet connection. And then the students could also use this platform to interview that chosen person. So it was a wonderful application for our students.
When reflecting on Podbeam as a teacher, as a co-learner with my students, some challenges that I faced were technical issues, learning curve, creating help documents for different learners. They didn't really have that. And so that was my challenge, is to create those for them. And then just some opportunities. It provided a platform for students and for myself to explore and discover a wide range of topics. It allowed us to download episodes and listen offline. And then we were able to use this to interview people and then embed it into communications, like a portfolio. So those were just some challenges and opportunities for me as a teacher.